To you, Aries, you have the Justice, the Ace of Pentacles, and then you, Aries, also have the Hanged Man. So, um, Libra, right? Opposite sign in Libra for the Justice card. So, like, this is more so about creating balance in you, Aries' life. And that, again, you know, you Aries have put in so much work in the fiscal last year. It's saying that you can do whatever it is that you want, right? Hangman, you can ultimately work, decide to continue to work, chill out. It's ultimately up to you. But just understand what it's saying is it's a warning. And it's saying don't forget your value as a human being. Don't start only looking at yourself from a lens of work or a lens of putting in work, right? Just all you do is work all day. All you do is make money all day. Understand that you have more value than just your finances. Finances is something that, especially in the States, a lot of people tend to have a problem with, specifically in the sense of thinking that they're not respectful or respectable. They're not worthy of respect, especially when they don't have any money. And that is completely untrue. And see, so just remind yourself of this, okay? Just keep that in mind. And then you have the Three of Pentacles and the Strength card. And see, these two cards right here is why, you Aries will be respected and you should be respected. The Three of Pentacles is about self-love. The Three of Pentacles is also about learning how to keep the company around you that is a solid group, right? Being very serious about the quality of the people that you keep around you. So a lot of you Aries are protecting yourselves by being wise, by making sure that the people that you engage with, obviously they don't blow smoke up your butt. They don't just tell you lies just for the sake of, keeping you happy and keeping you deluded, but also people that challenge you, right? And a lot of times people don't know how to challenge. They completely take these things out of context, and just warp them. They twist them. What the whole challenging you piece is about is them challenging you to be better. And how they do that is by having a relationship with you, whether it's a friendship, whether it's romance, whether it's business, whether it's a combination of the three, but they're doing it in a respectful manner, right? And I've talked about this before, iron sharpening iron. They are great at something. Like, for instance, let me give you an example of this. An example of having great company around you and challenging you, Aries, would be like if they know how to fix cars, right? I'm just using that as an example. If they know how to fix cars and you don't know how to fix a car, right? And then they see you fixing it and they're like, what are you doing, right? Like, what, I know you looking at your car, but what are you doing? And then you go, come here. They're like, what? Come here. I'm gonna show you how to fix a car. Come here. So they come over, and then you teaching them something. That is how you challenge somebody into becoming better. See, that's how you do it. What most people do today is arguing and screaming and, oh, you need to step up on my level and do. That's nonsensical. That's nonsense. This is why relationships are in the trash can, because that's nonsense. You don't challenge people that way. That's just being conceited. And see, the situation is that the Strength card, you Aries are becoming a lot stronger. The Strength, you're resisting all of the temptations that the world has to offer that does not work for you. That is not going to help you Aries grow. And because you're able to do that and you're focused on staying away from anything that does not help you grow and gravitating towards people and things and activities that does help you grow, that makes you stronger because of it. The Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles you are already having a good year, a good fiscal year automatically, and we're only 2 days in. Because I'm seeing there's a lot of more relaxation. There's a lot more time that you Aries actually are taking for yourself. You're not just ripping and running around constantly, all over the place, stressing yourself out because you have so much priorities. You Aries actually are relaxing. You're taking time for yourself. Some of you Aries may not even be answering phone calls. Some of you might be answering phone calls, but the point that I'm trying to make here is you're keeping some time reserved for you, as you should. And as a result of that, your absence has been taken notice. So if you have any kind of friends, I don't have a social circle. My best friend doesn't even live in New York anymore. So talking about New York State, right? Lives in a different state, very close. Lives in New Jersey, right? I'm not going to say who and where, but of course not. But doesn't live in New York anymore. And I don't socialize as far as friendship wise, and I know why. I've tried it before. I'll be real with you. I'd rather just stay away. If I'm being honest, I'd rather stay away. So if you Aries have any kind of friends, your absence is definitely being noticed because you're taking time for yourself, and they are contacting you. If you Aries don't have any friends, don't feel bad. I wouldn't. It just means that the people who normally would see you, that you have built up that kind of relationship with, that first name basis, they've also taken notice as well. And see, the thing is that you have the high priestess, and then you Aries actually have the chariot, which is you Aries, whether it is that you know it or not, you are on the fast track. You are on the fast track towards doing something amazing for yourself that you Aries can't. You do, but you don't necessarily know all the possible details. And what you're doing for yourself is you're putting yourself in a very good position because you're on the fast track towards actually getting your goals accomplished for the year. We're only 2 days in, and you're already enjoying yourself because you're starting the year off, the fiscal year off, that's right for you. You're not constantly, overwhelming yourself with all kind of priorities that you have to fulfill. What you Aries are doing is that you're taking time out for yourself. Okay? So let's clarify the high priestess. And why taking time out for yourself in the first place is such a good thing is because number one, it lets people and events that you would want come to you. So it's not you just chasing them down always. It's also about doing the work and then sitting back and then actually waiting to see what comes back to you. So let's clarify the high priestess. Ace of Cups, Hierophant, the Three of Swords, the Scorpio card, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of Mars energy. You Aries having the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant right here speaks to how you're ready. The Ace of Cups represents you loving how things started. The Ace of Cups represents, again, being ready, being open for whatever comes to you. Being adaptable, right? Mutable, even though you're cardinal. Then you have the Hierophant, using wisdom to get you through, right? Being a lot more wise, and using wisdom to get you through. Then you have the Three of Swords and Scorpio energy. And the Three of Swords, putting an end to heartbreak, putting an end to messed up relationships, all kind of, just being able to walk away easier from potential relationships, because it's like it doesn't really go anywhere because people are not really what's happening here is that people are really vigilant of narcissism. There's been a huge boom in narcissistic content. And what I mean by that, I mean content on narcissism and behavioral problems, right? So people are very much so on high alert when it comes to kind of paying attention to usury and the need to use other people. So if a person thinks of you as using them and you're not, and that really isn't in you, it's not really in your intentions, just accept it for what it is. Because one thing that I know for sure that I'm starting to study more now, and this is prevalent, to this reading, is hyenas and lions, right? In the sense of decent people versus dysfunctional people. And that functional people are just like dysfunctional people are born and they're not made. Because maybe it's a combination of the two, to be fair about it. But initially they're born. And the reason why I'm saying it is because you'll have decent people who, no matter what kind of dysfunctionality, they know that it's wrong and they still stay away from it, right? You know, I was a latchkey kid. I could have went outside and, you know, but I decided not to do that. Then you have people who were raised in amazing environments, rich, staying away from that type of environment, and they for the streets, right? So I'm saying all that to say that everybody gonna be who they are. Everybody gonna be a hyena or a lion/lioness. You Aries don't have to worry about that, right? And that's why it is I say that don't even worry about if connections are going to be made or not. If they're not going to be made, people will ruin their own connection with you. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. But so far so good. You're still moving forward. You're more than so far so good, right? You're going to have a lot of fun this year. It's going to be very productive. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Contact me for a personal reading, right? Come through and get a personal reading. I can keep the channel up. You can also find out what it is that you want to know if you have any kind of relationship problems. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. When you click on it, it will redirect you to a drop-down menu where you can get private readings from me. Peace.